Hello, this is Doug, and today I'm going to show you in this video how to use the Item Settings tab. So the Item Settings tab is a really powerful way to make overrides for the default PriceYak behavior for a particular item. So I've got an item I have listed here, and I'll show you how to make overrides for it. So you click on this Item Settings tab, click this small new record link on the bottom left, and now we are in the item details here where we can create the settings. So first step is to put the item ID in there. So I'm going to take the item ID of the item I want to put some special settings in for, and I'm going to put it right there. And now I'll go through what these different settings mean. First one is custom price or variable. Unless we've spoken about using this, do not use this. It won't do anything for you. But most commonly we use this for if you have a special formula where you'd like to change the margin on a per item basis, we can set that up and then you can put the margin in here. So for example, if you have your account set up right now to give you a fixed $3 margin and we set this up for you, then you could, on this particular item, decide you would like a higher margin of maybe $10, and then it would go in there like that. But again, this variable, it can change depending on how we're using it for your account. So make sure that we've cleared it up directly before you start using that. These next three settings are fairly simple. They are just across the board overrides to prevent PriceYak from touching different aspects of the listing. First the price, then the handling time, and then the quantity. A lot of accounts we're not touching handling time unless we've set up a feature that is modifying that for some reason. For example, if you have a pre-order system in place. And for quantity, that is mainly going to apply if we have it set up to be bumping your quantities up, which a lot of accounts do. So you can just check these boxes and then PriceYak will never change those aspects. Next is stock override. This is if you would like to override the determination of whether an item is in stock or not on Amazon. You can do that here. An example would be if you have an item that you've hit the maximum order quantity for on Amazon, so you're not able to sell it anymore. You could force that to be out of stock. Or if perhaps there's an item where you have another supplier for, or you for whatever reason, would like to use a seller that PriceYak is considering out of stock on Amazon, you could force it to in stock. Price override, this just lets you change the price of the eBay listing. So for example, if I put 200 in here, then on the next program run, PriceYak would set this item's price to $200. And that'll just happen no matter what, unless you use this Amazon price field, which lets you make that conditional on the Amazon price being a certain value. So what we can do is, in order to make sure that we don't sell anything at a loss, we can go to the corresponding Amazon listing here, and I can make my $200 override price conditional on the Amazon price being $165.57. And now if this price goes up to $200, it'll go back to using the default PriceYak pricing algorithm for you. So you can make sure that you won't sell it at a loss if you make a sale after the Amazon price changed. Quantity override, again, this is for accounts for which PriceYak is managing quantity. And it's quite simple. You can just put in any value here and PriceYak will attempt to keep the quantity at that level. And then finally, notes. These are not used for anything by PriceYak. They're just a place for you to put in any particular notes for that item. And then click Create Record. And now those settings will take effect starting on the next program run, as long as you saw that it was created successfully. Now we can go back to the Item Settings tab here. We can see that the record is in correctly. Everything is there. If we'd like to edit it more, we can click on the item ID. We can edit it and update it. Or else we can also, if we would like everything to go back to the default behavior for this item, we can just click Delete Record. All right, so that's the Item Settings tab.